Smub, the #1 in MTVA in ZD. Welcome to Losers Finals here at Xanadu Homecoming, twitch.tv/VGBootCamp 2. And it's Pokemon Stadium 2 for game #1. Winner goes on, loser goes home.
Yep, and man, this is where things get really testy. I mean, I know we talk pretty often about old guard versus the fresh blood, right? But this is one of the best case examples because of how much these two do battle week in, week out against each other, right? We got this Ridley just absolutely putting some fear into ZD, and ZD unfortunately kind of falling down to their death there. I'm not quite sure what exactly they were looking for. I know they put the reflector, but it's probably just an unfortunate situation. Oh no, okay. Trying to just get, oh my God, there's just so much happening, man. Smub is smothering him.
In case you are just tuning in, these two individuals have already faced off in winners semifinals with ZD coming out on top, 3-2. Could have gone either way, but we did see Smub with the opportunity to win. Both games he won, he actually assessed less damage than ZD that entire time. It says a lot when you're able to make it that close and lose neutral the amount that you did to a character that admittedly has some rather dishonest stuff about him in Wolf O'Donnell. I think even ZD would admit to that assessment, if we're being completely honest.
I mean, probably. I don't think Wolf is necessarily that dishonest. It's just he's very strong
Those
across
smash
the board.
attacks are crazy, man.
No, yeah, they are. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's just,
I am
strong.
not saying ZD is carried. That is the last thing that I would say about such a talented individual that, quite frankly, has earned the respect of everybody in Tri-State, Philly included. But I mean, he's won too many bears to, not to have anything less for him.
Right.
But Smub has been testing him, his character knowledge being pushed to the limit at the hands of the fearsome Red Ridley that has risen up here in the MDVA region and atop of the PR battle, and one that ZD has been particularly keen to prove himself as a worthy winner of. 3 straight set victories over this young Ridley. Smub going to try to put an end to that, and by consequence, Skip, put an end to ZD's tournament run at 3rd place.
Yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be a huge factor, especially because you just pointed out these guys face each other in winter semis where ZD ended up taking the W at the end there in a Game 5 set, by the way. But there you go. There's that forward smash that we know Smub for. He's still the only Ridley to do it. But either way, trying to find a way back on the stage here, a little bit scared. And there's that up air, man. That up air, honestly, is probably one of Ridley's best moves. It's just there's no way to really like combo into it or anything. A lot of people, oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's just not the way that you wanted to end that one off. But ZD gonna have to dust himself off and try again. And Smub said, "All right, you know what? You're tired of the wolves. Let me just go ahead and call the game patrol." And yeah, it turns out it's me. So putting on the badge, getting the musket, and got the fireball launcher ready. ZD shaking the head.
Dude, I hate Nick District. Look at him in the back.
Yeah. I don't want to.
I'm sorry. I just can't resist myself saying that I hate Nick District. I love the kid. Don't get me wrong, chat. But whoa, that was strange. Did you see that?
Let me just go ahead and hit my cough button. Screw you, Nick! Anyway.
Hopefully they didn't hear that through my microphone.
I hope we did.
You're loud as hell. But either way, we got the fourth throw right here.
I'm sorry. Am I Stu the quiet talker? Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not Stu the loud talker, but there's
my gosh.
Yeah, that forward smash once again just coming out here, closing out stocks.
That F smash speaks loudly enough for the both of us. And you were saying, yeah, you don't really see Ridley throw out F smash the way that Smub does, but it's always the calculated risk, knowing when it's going to be safe, looking mighty confident with that up air going downwards. That's about to do some absolutely tragic stuff to ZD had he not snapped the ledge. But almost a full stock lead now. In fact, exactly a full stock lead for Smub. Looking for the F smash again. This time ZD thinks wiser of it and catches him with the roll and the follow up.
You know what's crazy too is that we don't see Smub throw this out a whole lot. Is actually Ridley down smash. I'm kind of waiting for him to throw it out to try and catch a roll in from ZD, because that move is egregious. That thing is insane. It covers so much space. It's so big. It's actually insane. But either way, we do see ZD try to find, a little bit of an answer here, trying to take that stock back, putting a little bit of percentage. But 103 is a tough spot to be in. And this is where Smub makes his money, man. When you are off stage, here's a couple fireballs for your trouble. And that F tilt's gonna be coming out right here. Oh, never mind. Went for the side B. Okay.
Yeah, ZD, I mean, just trying to make Smub's life hell on that platform. You do not want to be above Wolf O'Donnell. How many times have we gone over this? And I doubt it was by design from smub, but man, ZD bringing this back ever so quickly. This damage does not matter. You just got to get this kill at this point. And smub maybe not confirming on stage the way that he'd like, giving ZD just a little bit of a spark of hope. Well, but it's not going to be able to catch the jump there.
I think you kind of nailed it on the head about a set or two ago from smub. It's death by 1,000 cuts, right? He's got no problem wash, rinse, and repeat his ledge trap game, right? Just trying to keep you on the edge or off stage as much as possible. Because eventually, it doesn't matter how much Ridley F-tilt stales, it's going to take a stock.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And it's not like Ridley is lacking in straight hit kill power, but let's not pretend that Wolf O'Donnell doesn't have that either and put him in disadvantage. Gonna have plenty of tools, especially when ZD tries to, when smub tries to get back onto stage. ZD catching it just fine. Those up smashes. Yeah, we're seeing it. ZD getting himself right back into this. You know, I was kind of worried at the beginning of game number one, or excuse me, at the end of game number one, seeing him just kind of shake the head, the frustration clearly palpable on the face of ZD. I really don't know if it needs to be. He's a solid player. He can overcome this. But then again, when you have a point to prove the way that ZD does, there you go. That is how you do it in times of darkness. Just light the sucker up. And it's going to be the up smash that takes at least 2 stocks. Yeah, you saw off him, of smub, and that game number 2 is going to go to ZD.
You saw him pump himself up after taking that second stock and just absolutely turned it up to 11. It just absolutely brought it to smub there. 1 apiece now.
Yeah, so we're seeing now, I believe that they have played 20 games against each other on record as both of these characters. Excuse me, that would have been the 24th. That would make it, I believe, 11 games in favor of the 11 games in favor of the Wolf. Excuse me. Oh, hang on. No, 11 games for the Ridley. All the rest have gone the way of ZD.
My goodness, man. Oh, God.
Oh, my.
See, you know what? I think maybe I can understand ZD's frustration with this character now. You know, because I remember he said this character is carried at one point. I still don't necessarily agree with it, but I totally understand the frustration here. This is just absolutely insane, man.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. And the thing is, at least on record, the Fox has a losing record against the Ridley, I believe. It's wonderfully teched. Oh, that might... I think he just saved ZD, bro.
He did.
Yeah, he did. There was also no choice. It would have been just mutually assured destruction. I feel like you just kind of take that stock, though. You just take that loss.
Yeah, I think he was just worried about losing the stock in general, but it probably would have been beneficial to just drop it that way. But you know what? If you could continue to build this lead even further, because it seems like he's got no problem putting ZD off stage, right? It's just a matter of just doing it over and over again. And honestly, he doesn't have the issue. Oh, wow.
You're going to be keeping yourself at a certain distance so that you can connect with that command grab, like so. Thank you for demonstrating. And it's going to be 3 stocks to 1, so saving ZD winds up being rather inconsequential. Doesn't even die from the up smash there on Town and City. It's a big stage. Yeah,
it's definitely got a high ceiling, but those sides are kind of close, right? That dash attack probably would have taken the stock, you know, on PS2 or almost any other stage. But obviously, Town and City being just a little bit higher, probably allowed smub to live a little bit longer, but does get the dash attack to clean that one up, and that's what we want to see there. Now, these are a couple. Look at that. That was 32% on that.
Yeah,
a 2 up airs. That move is so good. He just has nothing that confirms into it.
They're very large, but the thing is, I don't think you're complaining about 32% off of 2 aerials, personally, and certainly not if you're smub. You know exactly what deal with the W sign when you're up against this character. Then again, you could very much say the same thing about Wolf. Smub more than willing to take advantage of the weaknesses of Wolf. We're seeing now the howls from KK Slider. You would think cheering the compatriot on, but I don't really know if ZD's feeling it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a tough spot to be in. But, I mean, I think part of it is just that this stage is just working out for smub so much. You know, like we saw at the very beginning, that 0 to death just continuously forward till off stage. That stock's going to disappear eventually. But here we go. Going for the low recovery, all right. ZD just kind of has to hold that, but is patient on the stage. Goes for the dash attack, but great DI from smub.
Air dodge back to stage. And again, just trying to establish himself on that flat ground, trying to back up as much as possible, but ZD perhaps finding an answer and keeping smub in the corner. We'll have to see if he can expand upon that in game number 4, because smub has taken ZD to basically tournament point.
Yeah, this is definitely. I saw someone mention it earlier. This is the real MDVA Classic, which is Smub and ZD fighting for third place here.
It is the new one, and we just see those these characters, these people who have been able to pop off at certain aspects, and certainly those who are here and those who are no longer with us, you know, in the scene, just in general, have been so good and so consistent in this venue. It's something about it that brings out the best in Smashers. This really is a magical place, and I don't know what it is about Smub and ZD meeting up in this building that turns these sets into absolute bangers, but these two have brought their A game. They have not disappointed in the slightest. And even if it's just for the right to face off against Quid in Grands, the right to have to beat that PT 6 times in order to take this edition of Xanadu Homecoming, Skip, no matter what. These two are coming home with either a bronze or a silver medal at the very least. But ZD, you know he wants so much more than that. This is his home turf. This is his house. He'll be damned if Ridley takes it over.
But you know what? I mean, part of that just has to do with the fact that there's like 2 weeklies every day in MDVA. So these two are definitely. Oh my God! Oh, you hate to see it.
Those blast zones kind of short, eh, buddy?
Yeah, they're really close, man. I think I should be worried about that, huh? Either way, man.
Someone put a sign up. My God. So enact an ordinance, my guy. Like, dear Lord.
Smub's doing a great job just getting that sock out of the way, but man.
Man, did someone want to warn that the road goes off of a damn cliff?
But we got ZD answering back here. All right, getting a couple grabs, trying to get things going. 148%. Ooh, the up smash. Ooh. Man, you were talking about, man, that move's so good. Doesn't matter how high the ceiling is on Town and City. You're at 150, any character, you're losing that stock.
Pretty much, and yeah, no, not a whole lot of weight to Ridley. Deceptively light. All that weight that we thought goes into Ridley turns out went into Yoshi. So we're going to see now the and PT ceramic pots are heavy.
Ooh. That was actually really nice. Just a fadeaway nair, catching him rolling into the dash attack, the back air, and ZD is alive, and we got another game 5 on our hands here. It's do or die for both players, man, and one of them, unfortunately, has to end this tournament at 3rd place.
I mean, what else can you say? ZD, the #1 in the region, the once and future king, one of the people that really helped, has always been on the cusp of making a huge splash nationally and internationally, working his way there, and I really don't even know, like, what?
I think someone thinks you're Logic.
Oh, buddy.
You guys, actually, I'm thinking about it, you guys do have kind of a similar voice, but when you start, like, raising your voice, it's definitely a little bit different, but either way.
Logic is, I am way more pale than Logic, I'll say that right now. But
shout out to Logic, man, that's the homie.
Yeah, what a great commentator, honestly. But, man, a set worthy of his talents that we have the privilege to be able to cast. It will be decided. Homecoming dreams will be buried on the battlefield in this game number 5.
And there we go, getting a couple forward airs to get things started. The up throw, yes, up air, man, just trying to build up that damage as much as possible and utilizing these platforms. Now, normally these platforms, right, they can help a lot of characters with some really awful disadvantage. Just give them a safe spot to land. But you can see ZD is attempting to shark every possible instance that Smub is, just trying to look for here, just to be, stay safe. But ZD's just not allowing him to have the backer to put him off stage. What's the option here? All right. Let's hope it just lets him on.
The option is get the hell back to stage is what's going on. I mean, you have no choice. Going to get that grab and forward throw, just exact advantage wherever you can. Pile on that damage and see if you can maybe get an up smash out of it. ZD tries to drift errantly onto a platform, but this is the thing. We saw down air going to catch and is able to get out of it. Just in time to get back to stage. Side B going to take the first stock, and it's Smub with an ever so slight advantage for how long, perhaps not even going to last the duration of this sentence, although ZD shows mercy in that regard.
And now it's just a matter of trying to put Smub to bed here, and you can see he's looking for that grab earlier, probably looking for that back throw, because Wolf does have a very strong back throw.
No, we've seen that. You can lane people out as Wolf. In fact, we've seen some primarily defensive Wolves do very well. I would classify Jackal as one of them, personally.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, that is patience, like, as personified.
Beyond his years.
Oh, yeah. It's absolutely insane.
Jude Harris is a young man.
Jude Jackal Harris.
Jude Jackal Harris. Hang on a second. So now, the recovery by Smub, and we're seeing a little bit of a difference in Smub's game as well, because we saw him swinging for the fences against Gatsby. That was just two young fighters going at it, but this is man with a little bit more seasoning, just a little bit more tournament miles on him, looking for the advantage over the #1 that this region has to offer.
Oh my God.
This could be Smub's moment of glory, but ZD is going to make him earn it. Is at 200%, and finally that first stock comes to a close. ZD has to take 2 stocks off of the Pirate King. Can he do it? Does he have the wherewithal? Does he have the cojones skiff to pull this off?
It's definitely going to be tough to make it happen, but you know what? You were just kind of mentioning it. Wolf is one of those characters. You can play him in so many different styles, and he's got the tools to make big comebacks like this. It's just a matter of, does ZD have it in the pocket? Does he have the gas in the tank to make it all come together? And this is definitely a tough spot to be in. The forward throw to put him off stage, and Smub is looking to try and close this one out, but no, ZD on the offensive. This could be huge. The backer not strong enough to close it out quite yet.
The efficiency of that first stock for Smub paying dividends right now, living up to 200% before that just dash attack thrown out onto the ledge was able to do it. ZD needs to find definitive offense, sitting at 70%. Needs to take this stock right here and now. Smub could be lulled to sleep here. ZD certainly not out of it. Although you win that advantage, it's so crucial, Skip.
Goes for the up throw, definitely looking to see what Smub's going to do, potentially looking for another up air. Goes for the dash attack, keeps him alive up there, but the dash attack closes it out. Beautifully played from ZD, and he's got 1 stock left, 81%. And man, Smub is going to be looking like just a shark in the water, just circling around ZD, trying to find a way to close this out, but ZD staying alive, man, fighting back.
Once the predator has become the prey, ZD, the wolf, is on the prowl. Smub and ZD, 1 stock each in this game #5. It's become personal between these two. Could it be it?
Oh, he's still alive. The DI to stay alive. The DI of a lifetime here. He does not want to go down in 3rd place. He is trying to find a way to just, whoa, no, 1 more, and that's going to be it. No,
you don't get a second chance.
Oh.
You don't get one.
Oh, my God.
Smub moves on into grand finals at the expense of MDVA's #1. And that was a victory that perhaps we could have seen foretold on winner's side. Winner's semis so close. Also going to game #5, it was ZD that got the first blow, sending Smub into loser's side. But revenge is a dish best served cold for the Pirate King, and he eliminates ZD at 3rd place.
Yep.
What have we just witnessed?
We just witnessed revenge, like you just mentioned. These two played against each other in winter semis of top 8 not too long ago. Another game 5 set, by the way, but going into ZD's favor. So we see Smub battle through loser's bracket, right? He took out Gatsby.